But today I recreated the first iconic Dragon Ball opening. I don't think there's an anime character as well known as Goku. So in celebration of this year being the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball, let's get into it. So as usual, I get all my reference images so I can line up all the features, just so I can have better modeling reference. I mostly do this for the face because for the body, well, I can just make an educated guess. With everything lined up, I can finally start modeling in Blender. I started by creating the outlines around the face and the eyes. There isn't really a specific way to do this honestly, but don't go crazy with the word count for no reason. For these kind of anime faces, there are kind of three main lines you have to look out for. The front view, side view, and the one that keeps everything looking good in the 3/4 view. Once I have that, I just start filling in the gaps. Well, really, there's really no way to do this, or really no specific way to do this. To refine it, I add a sphere as a snapping guide, and then I just model the eyes and eyebrows. For the hair I use curves because they give a nice shape and are just easy to control. But translating 2D hair into 3D is kind of, well, yeah. You kinda just have to make your own thing and then see if it feels right. Then I moved on to the body block out. And this phase is always trial and error when it comes to getting the proportions right. Normally I sculpt from a UV sphere, but this time I decided to use subdivided cubes. I don't know why I did that. I even tried using the annotation tool to try and mark out the proportions. But once I was happy with everything, I spent hours and hours doing retopology. For the clothes, I just duplicated parts of the mesh, and the rest of the outfit is just basic box modeling. I added some base colors, and yeah, Goku's finally done.
Nice.
Now it's time for rigging. Yeah, everyone's favorite part of the pipeline.
Like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that, like this, like that.
I tried using Rigify, and even Auto Rig Pro. Yeah, nah, this thing is bombs, bruh. I personally don't like having to rely on add-ons. I'd rather create stuff myself. However, bury me with quality measure. I do not care. But besides that, I prefer failing and learning on my own terms, which is why I like being a generalist. Obviously you can do what you want, but specializing is like working out, you're only doing chest. You're gonna look like this at the end of the day. Now for weight painting. The way I weight paint is pretty simple. I think using the hair will be a good example. I basically flood one bone with full control, and then split it with the next bone in the chain. And then just smooth out the transitions between both of them. And try to have your bone placement where it makes sense with the topology. It sounds complicated in the beginning, but once you start practicing, you'll get it eventually. But anyway, let me finish up the rest of Goku.
Just feels good. Just feels good. Just feels good.
Sorry to interrupt, but let's talk about my upload schedule. Oh well, a lack of a schedule. I actually made one video before, and if you saw that...
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
But I was working on the Superman video. I had the model and the environment and everything, but I just wasn't feeling it, which is why I made this video instead. Maybe I just need to stop overthinking and just make stuff I want to make instead. Oh, and I'm done rigging.
Wow.
So at this point I started getting the base pose and animation done. It's just a simple move of Goku picking himself up, arms crossed and smiling. But then, I randomly decided to jump to the background. Making the mountains wasn't too complicated, I just extruded faces from a plane. And the building thing, well, that was just basic box modeling. This is however where my time went down the drain. Wanna know why? I decided to try learning procedural shaders.
Oh my god!
But just no matter what I tried, what tutorials I followed, I just could not get the look I was happy with, so I scrapped it. I just texture painted everything myself. Ah, much better. I found my old project file of me hand painting this whole environment from the ping pong animation show. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in another video, but yeah, I just prefer texture painting things myself. Anyway, with the background done, I went back to finish the animation. I know I'm doing a recreation, but for this project, and even my last one, I just wanted to do what looked cool, or what I think looks cool. Basically just doing my own style. I created a Patreon where you can support the channel and just get all my project files. I'm trying to keep the pricing reasonable, so yeah, I'd appreciate the support.
Thank you.
Normally I'd leave the project here, but this time I decided to do some compositing in DaVinci Resolve. I'm more used to After Effects and Nuke, like here's some of the stuff I did, but honestly they all do the same thing. The only difference, however, DaVinci is free, and the others might cost your whole soul. So yeah, you can decide which is better. But also let me know if you want to see more of this, or more of the compositing side. Alright, with all this work done, let's look at the final thing. Honestly, I'd give it a B.
Not bad, not bad.
The only thing I'd change is adding one more bone to the mouth corner, just to get a smoother shape. But hey, at this point, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed, leave a like and sub, otherwise this thing is in your pillow tonight. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, because my upload schedule is about to be elite now.
Stop the cap.
Also, my Patreon is in the description. I didn't mention that, sorry. Okay, bye.